That's why men don't want to have conversations with women because we get in trouble when we do. So that's why we don't be wanting to talk.
That's because y'all don't know what to talk. No. We ain't gonna talk.
Because y'all want to talk about stuff like the truth and stuff like that. Why? What's the point? Just be happy. We could just. Or do you want it? You want to talk or you want to be happy? Huh? Which one do you want to do? You want to talk or you want to be happy?
Wow, that's such a very
Because we're happy right here. Bilal is one of my favorite artists, and I remember listening to the music and deeply connecting with it. And one of his songs was called "When Will You Call?"
I can't sleep, and I can't eat, and I won't until I hear your voice. When will you call? No notice, no letter. You just packed your shit and left, girl. I deserve better.
I felt like it was happening to me. I don't know how old I was, but I felt like my girl, I didn't even have a girl at the time, but I felt like she left me. And I was like, damn, she took her toothbrush, she took all her clothes, her shoes ain't here, she ain't left no note, she ain't let no text message, nothing.
But has that ever happened to you? Like, had it ever happened to you before you heard the song?
I mean, like, no, I don't think that's ever, I mean, one, I've never lived with somebody. So, like, that's the deepest part is, like, they were living together.
And then she just goes
So, like,
there.
it's not like she came over and she stayed. It's like she lives there. And now you wake up and all of her stuff is gone. She doesn't even leave a Dear Jane note. Like, the song to me, it really hit me on an emotional level. And so when I got older, I started thinking about the song and I started talking to people about it. And I don't know if I was talking to you or somebody else, but they're like, yo, I don't know what he did, but he did something terrible. I'm like, how did this become his fault? Like, ain't no woman just gonna pick up and leave unless a man did something terrible.
But only a man.
Like Charles Barkley said, terrible.
Only a man would take forever. Like, this has been your favorite song for, like, many years. It will only take a man so many years to be like, why she leave? What this Negro do to make her leave? Where's she going? She don't got a car, ain't no Ubers. We ain't taking those kind of risks. Women are risk assessors. So for me to get up and leave at 3 a.m. in the morning, you did something. And you better be happy that, like, I talked myself down to leaving at 3 a.m. and not going upside your head while you were asleep is all I'm going to tell you.
So what are you assuming he did? Does that mean he cheated?
He did something to make her leave at 3 a.m. Like, and even acting on the idea that women are impulsive and we're irrational, it got to be something to make us get up and leave at 3 a.m. because we want to be spooned.
All
Trust
I'm
me.
saying is maybe, you know,
All
I'm saying is maybe it's a Justin Bieber moment. Like, is it too late to say sorry?
Yep.
Like, because I'm wanting you more than your body. Like, is it too late? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's sorry. He feels bad about what had happened.
What happened, Elliott?
He felt bad, whatever it was, however that made you feel. However you felt.
Yo, it's the most, like, flagrant.
I'm sorry for how you felt.
It's like the most flagrant non-apology. I'm sorry you felt some type of way about what I did. It's like, no, I'm sorry that you did that effed up thing.
I'm sorry for how you felt. We should come back together.
Do you still feel sorry for Bilal?
I realize that the dude in the song probably did something wrong. I now realize as a grown man that, you know, women don't just up and leave.
We don't.
Women are calculated. There are a number of things, infidelity probably being top of the list, that you have to do for a woman to pick up and leave. Because I would say that, you know, I've always made this point about how men and women are different. Men tend to have an abundance mentality as it relates to, like, dating and relationships, and women tend to have a shortage mentality.
Yeah, scarcity.
In the sense that, like, a scarcity mentality, in the sense that, like, men, we always feel like, oh, we'll find something else good, and you probably won't. You probably will pass on a situation that you wish you could go back to. And then you talk about, baby, please, baby, please.
Louder for the people in the back.
I said sometimes men will pass on a situation, and then after you go through some raggedy situations, you realize, wait, this was a good. Can we go back to that? Just like Denzel Washington did, his character did in Mo Better Blues.
And he was like, hell nah, ain't no backsies. We don't play backsies.
He was like, save me, you're all I got.
Do you remember the scene in Mo Better Blues when he called each one? He called, what was Spike Lee's sister's name?
Yeah.
He called each one the opposite name.
Uh-huh.
And they both left. It's like, that's the 3 a.m. 3 in the morning, tossing and turning. It's late. Yeah, you just call me by someone else's name. Yeah.
And
sorry,
baby, I said,
out.
Is it too late for me to say I'm sorry? Because I want more than just your body. Can we just work it out? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Even have been able to be conceived if somebody called me there.
I'm sorry for what happened. Why do you just stay? We could talk. We could talk. We could come. We could talk. Coffee.
Listen.
Something.
In the words of
email. Write a letter. Something. You know what I mean? A two-way. message something.
In the words of the
she ain't
great
say
poet
nothing.
Drake, more than females these days. Talking is what got his ass in trouble. Talking is what's gonna keep you in trouble. Don't even give.
That's why men don't want to have conversation with women, because we get in trouble when we do. So that's why we don't be wanting to talk.
That's because y'all know what to talk. No, we ain't gonna talk.
Because y'all want to talk about stuff like the truth and stuff like that. Why? What's the point? Just be happy. We can just. Or do you want to? You want to talk or you want to be happy? Huh? Which one you want to do? You want to talk or you want to be happy?
Wow, that's such a very
Because
narrow...
we're happy right here. Like, why do we have to talk about things that happen? Like, it's not now. It's the past. Or maybe the future, but it's not now. Right now we together. So
Wow.
You were having a moment. You were so raggedy.
why are we gonna ruin what we could have with all this other stuff? You know what I'm saying? The past situation with who Sheila ain't here right now. We here. So
I have to leave that. I have to leave that blank because I want to say things and I can't say them on camera.
okay, I'm back. Okay, what I've realized from this song is that sometimes people paint themselves to be the victims when they are the perpetrators. They did something that caused something to go into effect, and now they're crying over the spilt milk, but they are the ones that spilt the milk. Mm-hmm. So I realize in this situation, as much as I relate to the song, as much as I connect with it, good women don't just pick up and go. Now, sometimes bad women do. They be ghosting. Mm-hmm. But those are situations that need to pass out your life. Just like sickness needs to pass through your body, people need to pass through your life. They just need to keep going. So if somebody is ghosting or finding themselves, okay, go find yourself over there. Just not, not right here, because
it's not happening over here.
So that's what I believe.
I like that. It only took you a few years to figure that out.
I didn't consider it from a woman's perspective. And when I considered it from a woman's perspective, like, why did she leave? There had to be a reason. She's not just going, just up. But you know what? That's not true. She could have left with another man. No, you know what? I've
like
changed my mind.
No,
she could have left with another man. How do you know that she wasn't playing him the whole time and her ex-fiance, just like what happened with Nia Long in Love Jones, her ex-fiance hits her up and is like, yo, I got this ticket to Paris. You know what I mean? You got to decide tonight. And she up and left Bilal.
So it's her fault that broke and he can't take her to Paris. I would leave 3 a.m. too. Sorry. Just not even going to hold you, fam.
We talked about Bilal and how I think I've learned.
You ain't learned shit.
But I want to know, what did you learn from your song? What is your song?
I can't tell you. I don't know how you don't want to, how this song is easier for you. It's your thing. It's your thing. I don't want to dance to this song because I got the fro. I just match the time. What I love about this song is that boom, 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 boom. It's a signature sound. Like, you hear that, and no matter how old you are, for some reason, you know this sound. You know this song. You can't pinpoint it, but you're like, I know this song. And you know exactly what to start doing it to it. So you go, hey, you hear it, doom, 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 and you just get up. Doom, 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 right? So I'm 5 hearing this song in the house. Dad plays it every weekend.
Yeah.
Doom, it's your thing. I'm coming downstairs, there's waffle, there's breakfast being produced somehow, and Isley Brothers' It's Your Thing comes on. And then I was about a few months old ago, and I was listening to the song. I don't know what made it. I think it was I heard it in a commercial. And I'm like, it's your thing, do what you want to do. I can't tell you who to socket. I'm like, let me check my pom. I'm pretty sure socket to me don't mean, he's not talking about footwear. I don't think so. And I'm like, hold on, this song was about doing it the entire time. And what I love about it was this song came out in 69. Mm-hmm. Interesting year for that song to come out in. This song came out in 69. It's called It's Your Thing, Do What You Want to Do. I'm like, oh my God, he's such a feminist. He goes, I can't tell you who to sock it to. I'm like, oh my God, he's such a boy. I can't, and he goes, what's the rest of the lyrics? He says something like, you could do what you want, because, we both have a thing. You do your thing, I'm going to do mine. If you want me to love you, I can't make no promises. It's okay, so you were, pro-feminist in the beginning. It's your thing.
But it makes sense within the context of just, the free love movement. Like, it's your thing. Do whatever you want to do, whoever you want to do it with. Like, enjoy yourself, have fun.
Exactly.
Knock yourself out.
That's what I'm saying. But it was still, he was like, the part that I didn't agree with, he was like, if you want me to love you. And he was like, it's like, oh, that's typical. Like, you could touch me, but you can't love me. You know? I always say,
what's the line?
Good enough to cuff, but not good enough to... I curse a lot, y'all. My 2020 resolution is to stop swearing because I can't pray with the same mouth that I swear with. That means a lot of other things are off the table for me too then, huh? Yeah, so It's Your Thing by the Isley Brothers was... Anything from that era that sounded like that, it's funk. Like, it's the 60s to the 70s, peak funk. And it was like, funk is highlighted by like two elemental parts, like two key elements. It's like a strong bass line and then like soft instrumentation somewhere that kind of picks it up. But it's always like a solid bass line to it. Like Bootsy Collin, dun, dun, down, dun, 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 dun. I love that. At the end of the song, he goes, I'm going to stick my love in your eye. I'm like, sir, I'm pretty sure that that's not how this goes, but okay.
Love is love.
Love is
free.
love. And free love is good love. And consensual love is even better love. And yeah, I like that song. But I just had no idea. You know why it surprised me? Because it played in commercials. Like, I heard the song, like, beyond my dad playing it for me. I heard the song in commercials growing up. And I'm like, so... were y'all selling sex or the product? Because I don't know now that I know the lyrics. Like, I can't unknow what I now know. I can't unknow what I've learned. But it's still a good song. I'm still going to play it. I might play it for my son when I have one.
Sometimes people are making music that can hit you on various different levels. Like, if you're the Simpsons, you're making stuff that can hit people on various different levels. Like, there's something in there for everybody. So something like this, like, it could apply to you doing your thing with your job or your career.
Which is what I thought it was talking about.
But I mean, I think it, like, yes, even if they were thinking about something very specific when they wrote it, the way that they wrote the song enables you to have an imagination. Like, the beauty of music is when it allows you to have an imagination. Like, the music today, I don't like because it's so explicit and it's so direct that it doesn't let you have any imagination.
Yeah.
It tells you exactly what you're doing with who, where. Like, yo, it takes all of to me, that takes all the romance, like, because there's no more imagination.
There's no buildup.
Yeah, there's no buildup.
There's no buildup, and it's so funny that you mentioned that because I say the same thing. And when I was when we were writing for the show, I was just like, that's the huge mark of indication between like soft R&B from like, you know, the 90s and early 2000s to now, where everything is like, I feel like I said this last night. I'm trying to see if I can remember it. Where the music of the earlier times delighted in discretion, and music of now like indulges in degradation. It's like the more degrading you can be towards a woman, or the more...
Wait, can you say that again?
I feel like soft R&B or R&B from an earlier time delighted in discretion. So it's
delighted in discretion.
Nothing changed. R&B was always about, like, you know, exchanging love and exchanging, and we talked about sex openly. Like, nothing changed. But I feel like, you know, when you're listening to music from the 90s and the 2000s, because it was discreet, and so it kind of seduced you. All of it was like, it was special. And now we hear music and it's like, it indulges in degradation. It's like SMD. She did this. I came here. And I'm like, wait, bro, like, we don't, like, nah, it's not.
Yeah, and I can't listen to it because it feels like when I'm on somebody's social media and I'm seeing their business, I'm like, I don't think I should know all of your business. There's some things about you I don't think I should see this.
I don't want to know.
It's like, no, I don't think I should know that information.